In my childhood, when my father didn't feel like explaining what he was doing, what he would say is, "I am Goop Gooping, Goop Gooping, Goop Gooping." So I randomly asked my father, "Do you want to get together today?" He said, "I can't." I asked, "Why?" He said, "I'm Goop Gooping, Goop Gooping." A few weeks later, I asked him, "Do you want to go to a hockey game?" He said, "Nope, I can't tonight." I said, "Why?" He said, "I'm gooping." I learned gooping means chillin', hanging and relaxing. Gooping means chillin', hanging and relaxing. So if you don't feel like explaining what you're doing, all you gotta say is, "I am Goop Gooping." When I would go to college, my mother asked me, "Are you focused on work? Are you applying to jobs?" I said, "Nope." She asked, "What are you doing then?" I said, "I'm Goop Gooping." She asked, "Are you going to do anything with your life? What are you doing with your life?" I didn't feel like explaining what I was doing, so I would tell her, "I'm Goop Gooping." Gooping means chillin', hanging and relaxing. Gooping means chillin', hanging and relaxing. Let's all goop, day and night. Let's all goop, but not get into a fight. 10 years have passed since college, and I've never really worked. And my mother asked me, "Are you going to go to mental health recovery groups? What are you going to do with your life, Andrew?" I told her, "I'm going to goop goop. I'm just gooping." If you don't feel like explaining what you're doing, all you gotta say is, "I'm Goop Gooping." With a friend, we're like, "What did my father mean by Goop Gooping?" So we searched it on the internet. Apparently, gooped means to get really high on drugs, really high on narcotics. I don't think that's what my father meant. It's certainly not what I meant when I said I was Goop Gooping. Another idea is maybe it was something adult and naughty and mischievous, "I'm gooping." That's not what I meant, and I don't think that's what my father meant either. So what does gooping mean? I don't know. What I learned, if you don't feel like explaining what you're doing, all you gotta say is, "I am Goop Gooping, Goop Gooping." To me, gooping means chillin', hanging and relaxing. Gooping means chillin', hanging and relaxing. Goop Gooping, Goop Gooping. Everybody, let's all goop, day and night. Let's all goop and not get into a fight.